We're Marion and Chris. In 2018, we quit the 9 to 5 and bought Trudy, our camper van.
We are currently on an adventure to drive the circumference of the world.
Okay, well, it's actually lunchtime because we haven't just been motivated to leave this morning. Oh dear.
And we've been chatting to our lovely neighbours in the RV behind us. Thanks guys, it was lovely to meet you.
Oh. So yeah, we had a good night's sleep down at this spot here on High Octane, and we thought today we can only stay here one night, so we thought today we would head probably about a 4-hour drive to Texas. Yeehaw! Another state. Marianne's just making the coffee.
We're making coffee, and we've actually got these flasks as well, so on the long trips we've been making extra flasks so that we can just...
Yeah, that's very handy.
Very handy.
We can just keep on trucking. Bye guys!
See you soon!
They got a proper home on wheels. Look at that. And they're from Winnipeg in Canada here, so maybe we'll see them in Canada over the summer. Texas, here we come. A quick fill up of diesel before we hit the highways. Always a little bit cheaper. There is no diesel. Hydro, Shell. Oh, it's at the end, it's at the end. There's one diesel pump in the whole garage. They even got like a TV screen on the gas pump. How mad is that? Okay, $73 later, we are fueled up and ready to rock and roll. Marianne spotted a street sign she wants someone to explain to her.
It says speed limit 70 miles an hour, and then underneath it says aircraft enforced.
What is that? Aircraft enforced speed limit. Maybe we're gonna get bombed or something if we go over the speed limit. So we're just going through Baton Rouge and we're about to go over another bridge over the Mississippi River. All the way down the river you can see those Mississippi paddle boats ready to take people on tours. That's so funny. We just love it going down the highway when people horn and give us a wave. So to the family in the car that just waved at us, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We're just driving along this road here and it goes on for absolutely miles. It's like a bridge on stilts through the swamplands here. We were saying it's great because it doesn't damage the environment underneath. It's all on a bridge and it goes on a long way. So we've been driving for miles and we're still going over this bridge system through waterlands. Absolutely amazing. This side of Louisiana is so green and wet as we head up towards Texas.
Yeah, we've been driving for over an hour now and we've entered into these big lake areas. Oh, Henderson Swamp. Woo!
Swamp Thing. As we're driving along these big, almost paddy fields of water, you can see little triangles sticking up, and I'm pretty sure that it's crayfish farming, because I know it's crayfish season now because I saw people eating them when we were in New Orleans. So, is that what it is? Let us know in the comments. Can't believe how steep these bridges are. They literally looks like a drawbridge is open. Look. You just don't get bridges like that back home. How you doing, love? We got half an hour to go. We're nearly there.
Nearly there.
We have just arrived in Texas. Yeehaw! And there should be a rest stop literally just after the bridge, which is where we're gonna pull up and hopefully stay for the night. Oh, this is the park up that we're staying at for the night. At the rest stop here, it's funny because the rest stops in Florida, you're only allowed to stay 3 hours, but it varies from state to state. We've just crossed over the Texas state line, and in Texas you can stay here for 24 hours. So we figured it was a good, safe, quick, easy place to find parking stops for the night.
They've always got very well maintained toilets as well, which is a fabulous thing. But
Come this way. What kind of place are we staying in?
do not feed the wildlife. The wild animals can be dangerous. No soliciting.
No soliciting, Marianne.
Loitering, handling, or consuming of alcoholic beverages.
Right, there's no party night tonight, is
No.
there? Bear saver.
So they've got bins, but you have to push the thing, so they're like,
Oh, do they have bears here? And this is also another sign. Watch for snakes. They've got these signs like all the way down this fence here.
I've noticed these bins as well.
Oh, they're heavy things to
They're
stop
heavy.
bears getting in.
I think to stop bears.
It might be a bit noisy. We're literally right by the side of the interstate.
Just in case, I think we should eat all the food so there's no food around the map.
It sounds like a Netflix and a eating night tonight, are they? Might be a bit noisy tonight, my sweetness, next to the road. Because we've got a... Oh, there you go. Because we got a blind on the side normally.
Yeah, that pulls across.
That pulls across. We can't lean on the window at bedtime, so we've got this towel that we magnet with these little magnets up here so we can lean on the window and still be in our underpants.
I am not in my underpants. I'm in my Walmart pyjama.
You got your new Walmart
I've got my
pajamas
Walmart
on.
pajamas on.
Amazing. And we got given some Turkish olives.
Sarah, you know you're amazing. Thank you so much.
And these were the favourite ones we used to buy in Turkey. The griddled green ones with lemon. Oh, they are good. Right, you ready for a bit of Netflix for the night? We'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. We've woken up this morning to a little bit of thunder. It's looking a little bit grey out there this morning. And a very noisy bird. But generally, it was pretty quiet last night, although I did have my earplugs in. How did you sleep, love?
It was okay. With the little USB fan, it sort of drones out the noise. Oh,
Are you ready to get up? Find somewhere else to go park up for the day?
once you've made me coffee, yeah.
Coffee. Okay. Kettle's going on. Coffee's made. What a horrible, horrible wet morning here in Texas.
Yay, it stopped raining.
There's a gap in the rain. We get to take a photo. We've been waiting to have a photo of the welcome to Texas. We couldn't come all this way and not have the photo, but the rain hasn't been stopping and it's still looking a bit grey, so we're taking the opportunity while it's there. Well, they haven't got a welcome to Texas sign, but that's as good as it gets. That's the state of Texas. So walking through all the way in this information center, they've got loads of brochures, loads of maps. You get free maps. Look at that.
It's incredible.
That's amazing.
Half, and then we have the other half.
Oh, wow.
It's so big. So our plan currently, obviously we've just arrived and had a wonderful stop at your stop. So thank you so much. So we're going to go down to San Antonio.
Okay.
Then we're going to go up to Austin because we've heard there's some great barbecue and food in Austin.
Yes.
Thanks, Judy.
We are armed. We are armed with maps and brochures, and we have a plan for our time here in Texas now.
It's just a fabulous welcome to Texas.
And they also have rest stops throughout the whole of Texas, and they'll highlight them on a map, and in your van you can sleep over for 24 hours, so perfect.
This information center is actually built over Blue Ibo Swamp. It's 3,300 acres of land, and it's a national park here, and they've built these raised areas, these walkways, so that people can come and appreciate. And they do have alligators, they have snakes, they have loads of wildlife, and it's just so lovely that they built it on stilts so it doesn't distress or interfere with this land. Yay!
So after speaking to Judy in the shop there, these bins are not for bears, they're actually for those naughty raccoons.
Naughty raccoon!
Okay, time to hit the road. So today we're just going to drive about an hour, find somewhere to park up before we continue our adventure west. But this has been a very cool place to park up, and if you do head over the borders of the state lines, then definitely stop, check out the Tourist Information Center, and in some states like Texas, you can spend a night, which is fabulous for us. Okay, we've hit Texas traffic. I was looking at Google Maps and it came up with a red zone, and I was like, no, it should be okay, just stick to the highway. Yes, always listen to the sat nav. Quality time with my wife.
Yes, you will be having quality time with your wife. I'm glad we made cups of coffee.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we might be here for a while. It's tempting, isn't it, just to turn off and try another alternative, but it still says we're on the fastest route now despite the traffic, so we'll just stick with it. Okay, so after half an hour's driving, there is no difference whatsoever at all.
At all.
Okay, Marianne got all excited because this truck next to us has got New London W1 on it. Is that in London, Nub?
I just saw London W1. I was like, oh my god, it's from London!
No, it's Wisconsin. After an hour and a half, we've got to the front, and you can see why it's been a nightmare. They've actually closed the highway here. It says incident ahead, and there's a police car in the road, so we're coming off. Fingers crossed, this should be a little bit quicker now, and we should move around this and join the highway a bit further down. What a day!
We actually watched a movie last night where the policeman was trying to get everyone to close the road because somebody had been kidnapped. So
no, I think
minds are going wild. Right
oh
now.
no, there's a lorry up there. Look, I think something's been. There's been an accident on the highway there. They're just directing traffic. The jackknife smashed up lorry there. That's why the road was closed. We're free. We're moving again.
No.
Where they? No. Oh, good morning. So this was a fabulous little find. We slept here last night, and we're going to stay here again today. It's actually a free campsite, and they've got electric hookups, water supply, and drainage for your waste, and it's completely free. There's a few other cars dotted around here, but it's a great spot, and it was really quiet.
So quiet. Apart from the odd bird, no noise at all. It was lovely.
We woke up this morning to a warning on our phone saying that this area, in fact, from here all the way up to Chicago, has a weather warning today. We've looked online. It's a little bit confusing because there's lots of different maps and different things. And there is tornado warnings all the way from here, all the way up to Chicago, which doesn't really help because it's a huge area. So many people told us we have to be aware of the weather, potential tornadoes as we come through Texas and etc. So that begs the question, what do you do in an emergency? If you get that warning on your phone, we managed to find a really good video on YouTube with a meteorologist that gave advice. And basically, you shouldn't stay in your van if there is a tornado warning right in your area. So every time there's a tornado warning, we need to try and find somewhere that we could drive to or get into, like a 24-hour garage.
Yeah. Specifically a brick-made building, and the meteorologist was really cool because he was talking to a van group, a motorhome group, so he really understood the problems of how to look after your van, but also how to protect your life.
Exactly. And so we found here there's a couple of 24-hour eateries, and there's a hotel down the road, so if we get that alarm in the middle of the night, we have somewhere to go. All failing that, they say just get out of your van or your RV, find a ditch, lie flat on the floor. Most people normally get injured by debris flying around and hitting their head, so they do recommend getting a couple of bicycle helmets in case of emergencies. So in case of a major hail, we've spotted these shelters here, so we could, Trudy would easily fit under here, so we could just drive her in, and we're parked literally just there. It's not something we're used to from back in the UK, these severe weather warnings. We get gales and stuff like that, but as far as like severe hail and tornado warnings and everything, no. So we were just chatting to the guys in the RV next to us. They're going to stay here for a couple of days because the weather north of here is much worse. So I think we're in a good place to wait it out for a day or two. So because the wind's picking up, we've just decided to move so we're not under a tree, just in case a branch falls off and damages anything on the roof. There you go. That way we're away from the trees and facing out in case we need to leave in the night. The joys of van life. Good morning. I am pleased to say that we survived. There was no bad storms, just a bit of wind and rain, all good. And before we hit the road, we're just filling up the van